There's a little book I return to again and again, The Alchemist by Paulo Coelho. It's short, it's simple, and yet every time I read it, it feels new, almost alive, whispering different truths depending on the season of life I'm in. Perhaps you've read it too, the tale of Santiago, a shepherd boy chasing a dream. He stumbles, he's betrayed, he loses, he learns, and in the end, he discovers something profound. The treasure he sought was never far. It was waiting within him all along. The story in its simplicity carries a deep resonance with spiritual seekers across generations. It's not just Santiago's journey, it is ours. So today I'm going to share a couple of lessons that I have learned over many, many years where I've returned to this book. Lesson 1. Listen to your heart. Coelho writes, "Remember that wherever your heart is, there you will find your treasure." It sounds beautiful, but if we are honest, it's not always easy. How many times have we silenced that inner whisper because it seemed impractical, unrealistic, even childish? And yet the soul doesn't calculate. It doesn't measure risks the way the mind does. It knows, and its compass never lies. There's a story from the great Sufi woman saint, Rabia al-Adawiyya. She once walked through the streets of Basra, holding a lamp in one hand and a bucket of water in the other. When people asked her why, she said, "I want to burn down the gardens of paradise and extinguish the fires of hell, so that people will love God for God's sake, not for fear or reward." Her words may sound radical, but they echo the same truth Santiago discovers. The heart knows a deeper love, a deeper calling, beyond fear and reward. To follow it is to step into the life that is truly yours. Maybe your heart has been telling you too. A dream you have buried, a longing you dismiss as impractical. The treasure waits where your heart points. Will you listen? My second lesson is trust the journey. Santiago's path was not straight. He was betrayed, he lost money, he faced endless delays, and yet each trial shaped him into someone new, someone ready to receive the treasure he sought. The Sufi master ibnarabi once wrote, "Everything in the universe is a sign guiding you back to God." That includes the obstacles, the heartbreaks, the losses we thought would break us. Think of the prophet Joseph, sold into slavery by his own brothers, imprisoned unjustly, forgotten by those he helped. Yet every detour became the very path that led him to wisdom, power, and reunion. What looked like delay was actually preparation. Your own struggles are not detours either. They are sacred training. The stone that blocks your path today may become the very stepping stone that lifts you higher tomorrow. So when the journey feels endless, remember Santiago. Remember Joseph. And remember, the road is not testing you, it is teaching you. The third lesson, the language of the world, was a big breakthrough for me when I read it the first time. Perhaps the most mystical teaching of the Alchemist is this: the world speaks. Santiago learns to read the signs, the way a bird flies, the way a stranger appears, the way a dream repeats itself. Life is not random, the book tells us. The divine is always whispering. Rumi puts it beautifully. Try to accept the changing seasons of your soul, even if you have not yet blossomed. What are seasons if not signs? Each carries its own language. There is an old story of the mystic's unknown mystery. He said, there are three kinds of knowledge. Knowledge of the tongue, which is for everyone. Knowledge of the intellect, which is for the chosen. And knowledge of the heart, which is the language of God. This language of the heart is the same language Santiago learns to hear, the language of subtle signs, of that sudden stillness when something inside you whispers, pay attention, this moment matters. When you're awake, you realize life is not random. The divine is woven through every moment. Perhaps this is why the Alchemist endures. It's not just a story, it's a mirror. A gentle reminder that the treasure we seek is already within us, that the path we are on, even with its setbacks, is sacred, that the world is alive, speaking, guiding us towards our true becoming. So today, I invite you, pause and ask yourself, what treasure am I being called to follow now? Listen deeply. The whisper may be faint, but it is real, and the world in its own mysterious way is speaking. Because the truth is, the treasure you seek is already closer than you imagine.